it's going to be a closer year. I seen a Brentford fan saying that, or maybe it wasn't even a Brentford fan. It might have been. No. Who did he say? He was a fan of Wolves. He's a Wolves fan. And he thinks Brentford, there's going to be a Leicester year. It's this year again. And he thinks Brentford have the best chance to do it. So the second best team other than Chelsea not to be in European football. And that he just reckons if there's ever going to be a Leicester type of winner, it's this year.
Really
because everyone's rebuilding other than Arsenal.
Aye, Captain. Oh, welcome to Brothers in Red Podcast. That's a good intro. Welcome to the Brothers in Red Podcast, the latest episode immediately following the Newcastle draw at St.James's Park. Very tense atmospheres were had, and I am your host, or co-host, James Double, aka LFC _ J Dubs, and my brother
Ben Double, aka Dubs _ LFC.
Nice. How are we feeling? How's the blood pressure right now?
I think I'm a bit more relaxed than some people on Twitter.
Yeah. I get that vibe, and I think the result helps.
I'm still frustrated, by the way. I'm still frustrated about how we played.
Absolutely.
The result definitely helps. Walking away from St. James's Park with a point when we played badly.
Yeah, badly relative. There were still signs.
Oh, that is why I'm positive.
Yeah. But we're stopping spoiling this podcast. I've just steered into your bad habits, and we will avoid that. Have you seen some of the other footballing world? The Obsession TV series, the one on Prime for Man City for the last 2 seasons of Pep.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it either, but
I've seen clips.
Jake's about
for the keys.
That's wild. Yeah, the main 2 clips that I've seen going around. One, I think you're aware of. One, you're not. So, have you seen the stuff about De Bruyne?
I haven't seen the stuff about De Bruyne.
I haven't watched the clip, so maybe it's just I'm being Anfield Papers to an extent. But essentially, he was willing to take a pay cut. He's willing to play less time. He's willing to become like a senior player and stay. And he wanted to stay. And they essentially were like, no, you're going. Which, it blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind.
I agree with that. I think that's crazy.
How would you have approached it if you were City?
If I was City, I would have kept him on reduced his wages. Reduced role. He turns into a luxury player. Like Thiago for us. He was a luxury player. You bring him on when you want, and lucky to have him kind of thing. Yeah, he'll be injury prone, but it's what we wanted Henderson to do for us.
Completely agree.
And he ditched us for the money.
There's a winner, there's a leadership, and then there's break glass of we're struggling to get the ball to Haaland. Put Rodri in that quarterback, and he'll just ping the free kicks. Get Doku to get a free kick. Not Rodri.
I was very confused
De Bruyne,
there.
Sorry. Get Doku to get Semenyo to get free kicks. De Bruyne can
just ping him in,
and Haaland, it'll be on his head every single time.
Yeah.
I'm really shocked they didn't want to keep him.
Yeah, same.
Genuinely. And if it turns out I've been Alvin Peter, then completely fair, and maybe he really wanted to go to Italy. But it's very controversial nonetheless. The other one is the Kyle Walker clip going around.
I've seen that one.
A lot of controversy here.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
What was your take on it? What was your vibe?
I don't agree with what Kyle Walker was saying.
Firstly, actually explain it, because
so Pep was explaining a thing after a game, wasn't he? Was it halftime or after game?
I think it was after the.
Was it our game?
It was after Liverpool.
After Liverpool game.
And
then he was trying to say a mistake that he said that Walker made, and then Walker snapped, saying it wasn't me that made it.
Yeah.
Oh, why'd you always use my name? I mean.
Yeah.
And Pep's like, well, you're captain. I think he said, what was the other one?
Yeah, Guardio.
Guardio.
He said Josko's name.
Yeah. And it looked like Pep got real emotional as well.
Yeah.
A lot of clips I've seen, you can tell he was going through a divorce and lost his wife.
Yeah.
Did you see the passionate halftime talk?
No, I don't think so.
So there was a halftime talk where he was talking about how he split up with his wife and stuff. And he was like, I love her, she loves me, but we just lost the passion. You need to play football like you're passionate, else there's no point in you playing, kind of thing. And that's what he did. And he was welling up while doing it.
Yeah, so deep. And back to the Kyle Walker thing, which would have got into his mood, is he's given so much to them, and surely by this point your manager.
100%.
He's not digging
just fucking suck it up, mate.
He's not digging out an O'Reilly or...
You did make mistakes that last year, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. He's not digging out a Rico Lewis. He's not digging out...
Because you're the experienced captain that can take it.
You're the guy Yeah, and the example I'll use is one of the massive praises about how Ferguson managed people, got the best out of everyone. I think it was it Giggs? It might have been Giggs. I'm going to use Giggs. Insert name here of who the actual person was. But essentially, they were on fire. They were having an amazing game. Came in, they were pretty much the only player that was playing well. And I think United were struggling in this game. And they came in, and Fergie fucking threw the hammer at him and were like, "You're awful, you're playing bad, you're losing every single ball." And he's like, "Hold on a minute, I'm literally the only one doing anything."
Yeah,
and it's like, you can take it, and it's an example setting. So Kyle Walker should be like, "Oh, take pride that Pep's even saying my name. It's better to be spoken about than not."
Yeah.
And instead he reacted.
It was immature.
Yeah.
As a professional, experienced footballer,
Senior
captain,
footballer, yeah.
it was very immature in my opinion.
And undermining as well.
Like,
Undermining
if
the
any
whole
manager
message.
said that about Van Dijk, and Van Dijk snapped back, I'll be like, "It's not. That's not leadership.
No,
that you are so self-centered that you just care that he's thrown you under the buff."
And it's so.
He's pointing out a mistake so others don't make the same mistake.
And he didn't say, "Kyle Walker, in the 69th minute, you did this."
Yeah.
It was, "Josko, maybe if you don't go to the ball, you lose it. Walker, if you or Kyle."
Yeah.
It's examples. It's not you are the reason we lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, really controversial, really interesting to see. I've always liked behind the curtain as less of it's Liverpool because I don't want to see it too much. Other one is Trent. Did you see his cameo and the reaction of Jose Mourinho?
No.
He misplaced a pass.
Oh,
with him
yeah,
coming
no,
on
I've
for
seen
like
that.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Really sour. But a lot has been taken from his almost like PR spin, I'll call it. Have you seen that as well? Like I think it's an interview with Mirror, and people are thinking he's trying to...
Yeah, I've seen. He said that he's come back, and he's trying to say that people in the city don't feel the same as what online is. And I've seen a lot of people from the city tweeting saying, "Well, you haven't bumped into the right people then."
And it's like, it's one of those where I think in the right circumstances it could eventually be forgiven if he takes
I'm never paying another penny for him, but yeah.
If he takes accountability for what he did.
100%.
And then...
I'd have him back, but I'm not paying a fee for him, and he can be on 150k for the rest of his career at Liverpool.
And I'm not too similar to that. It's like you swallow the pride that you lost because you went money grabbing.
Yeah.
If you want Liverpool, you come back on passion.
You've had the money,
you come
passion.
back on passion and scouse.
You're not going to be one of the top earners in the club.
No.
You can...
At least for like 3-4 years. If you work back
Well, yeah, but what time frame are we thinking here? Because...
next year. If he pays, it's
well, how old is he now?
$8 million transfer fee. 27, 28?
Yes, so you're not going to put on a 30-year-old Trent on fucking 250, are you?
Well, not unless if he's QBing it like Cruz.
Yeah,
he definitely has that in his locker. But I ain't paying for him. But if he pays his own transfer fee and wants to come back and has accountability for the way that everything was handled, as well as some of the fans also handled it in certain ways, then it'll be an interesting conversation. Anyway, for the actual...
Yeah, that was a little bit of a
diversion.
diversion.
We will talk about Newcastle, of course. That will be our first talking point. But throughout the rest of the podcast, we're going to have a mini preview of the Forest game, not a deep dive. Make sure you check out our socials. We'll do shorts with our, expectations, lineups, prediction scores and stuff around those games.
James is feeling productive.
Very much so. But we will have a mini Forest preview. Quick round of needs transfer update. Sort of, from what we've seen in the Newcastle game, what is seriously lacking, and whether we agree or disagree with some of the takes on social media. And of course, the captains have been chosen, which we will give our opinions on that as well in terms of Liverpool's leadership. But the most important talking point of the day is Newcastle 2, Liverpool 2 at St. James's Park. An emotionally charged game with a really nice sort of tribute to Kevin Keegan. And both sort of sets of fans really, really passionate there, which I think would have added to the atmosphere more than anything as well. Add on top of it all of the Isaac and Munoz things. Add on top of it how I can imagine Newcastle fans feel a bit siege mentality with how...
Right, I'm going to jump straight there because you've said his name. It was 100% a penalty, by the way.
For what, Munoz?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why, is there a chance it's not?
Mika Richards, on his interview after with Newcastle manager, was saying, they were like, "Oh yeah, it was a very soft pen."
Oh, what the hell? No.
No, he got nowhere near the ball. It was knee on knee, and in slow motion, it doesn't look like a lot. But if you're traveling at full speed, a knee to another knee, it fucking kills. If you've ever played football, you know knee on knee is to the side of your knee hurts.
I didn't see that. I watched it at our dad's and travelling home during the post-match interviews.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, and that's actually outrageous.
Yeah, and
some of the penalties that have been given against Liverpool, I always come back to it. Virgil van Dijk's lightly touched foot on the line of the penalty area. That was a Stonewall penalty at the time, supposedly. How are we talking about
and
this?
Andy Robertson on Danny Welbeck.
And
Was
Bernardo
it Robertson?
Silva on Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, like, well, yeah, it's absolutely mad. And
That's
then how
sickening.
are people saying that's soft? Right, so obviously we've gone off on a bit of a tangent because I had to dive straight there because it annoyed me seeing it.
Yep.
Another thing I'm annoyed is, how the fuck have we still got Gary Neville on commentating Liverpool games?
It's just insane.
I don't even want Carrot. I don't want anyone Liverpool other than Gerrard, to be fair, because I think Gerrard is unbiased.
I'll take Studge. I don't know what he's like commentating, but he's a great pundit.
Yeah, and I think Gerrard is kind of unbiased. Like, obviously, might be different from
He's
a
real.
rival fan.
He's real.
But
He has bias towards us, definitely. When there's praise, he'll
Yeah,
praise hard. But he will be more than happy to say that was poor.
But
That
I
was
would
poor.
just rather every single game, two neutral commentators for every single game. No matter what team's playing, two neutral, nothing to do with either team. That is what it should happen.
And I think
Because,
Drury does a fine. I don't mind him at all.
yeah. I think it was the Frimpong challenge that he got booked for,
Yeah.
which is like 50-50 anyway.
It was side on. He went for the ball, got the man. It was a foul. Fine. But
And
it was
then-
one of those like, okay, fine.
Yeah, fine. And then the booking after,
It's identical and actually worse.
no, because it was like ankle to,
Yeah.
like studs to ankle. Can't remember who it was, Newcastle player.
It was was it right?
But-
Miley on.
But so Gary Neville was like, yeah, that's definitely a booking for the Frimpong one. And then that one, he's like, oh, I'm not sure that's a yellow. And I'm like, are you joking me?
Shobo didn't make contact but disrupted the player's run. He's like, is that booking?
Yeah.
I was like, no.
I don't agree with him being
I don't
on.
agree with it either. They do it for the reaction.
Oh, 100%,
they
but
do it
like-
for what you've just said.
It's stupid.
But it is stupid. And it
Well,
and like I
Is it 2 years left?
of what?
Right. This is the biggest tangent ever.
Where are we?
This is like, we're in Thailand at the moment, by the way.
What? Wait, legit or not?
Yeah, legit. Is it
Okay.
Thailand that has been, they're testing the broadcast in all games this year
Oh, okay.
on a Premier League service?
Oh, I don't know.
So they've released a Premier League service where every single game is live. Like, it might be Philippines, Thailand, or something like that. Can't remember what it is. But they've just got an online Premier League service which has been in the work, like rumoured for the UK.
Yeah.
And everyone's saying they're testing it for that, for when TNT and Sky Sports' contracts run out. That's what they're going to do.
Mad. I mean,
Hopefully they don't get Gary Neville in. Can you imagine?
right, okay, we're on a tangent.
We are on a massive tangent. Sorry, guys.
We're going to stick there. Who are your favourite pundits? Because I have probably...
Pundits or commentators?
I'm going to go pundits.
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 Well, Gerrard, obviously, I think he's really... Obviously, there's a bit of bias there, but I think he is real honest.
He's a good bias.
I think, yeah, Carra's bad. I really don't like Carra as a pundit.
No, he's a negative Liverpool pundit.
Yeah. I think Studge brings vibes and he's good. I don't think Mika Richards is good. I think he's like...
He used to be good.
He used to be good, but I think he's one that said it was a really soft penalty.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of bias in him now.
I think he is now... He's so pro Arsenal and City and also so in the system now.
Yeah, 100%. This is what... I think if you work too long...
Yeah.
The narratives just get built into you almost.
And I think he sees people come and go and he's like, they've said that.
I just need to say that, yeah. So Studge and Gerrard. Henry, I absolutely love Henry as a pundit.
100%. My underrated shout.
I liked Wenger when he...
Any ex-manager.
Any ex-manager is
Any
decent.
ex-manager, excellent pundits. My underrated
Other than
shout
Tim
is
Sherwood.
Joe Hart. I love Tim Sherwood. What are you talking about? No chance of anyone getting a header from this corner. Bobby Firmino. Yeah, Joe Hart.
Joe Hart,
One
I
of the
rate
most
him.
underrated pundits. Studge.
I just think it's
completely
honest
agree.
people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if you're just honest, I don't care if you have a little bit of bias towards your ex-team. It's bound to happen.
You can
But
celebrate
like,
as well.
if it's severe and you're just stupid and like, that's when it like...
Genuinely thought that was a Gary Neville bait then when you said Sevilla rather than Sevilla. Anyway,
It's Valencia, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Sorry. It was that forgettable. Anyway.
Yeah, as long as it's... You can have a little bit of bias. Obviously, the way you want a game to go.
And you want excitement in your punditry
But
as well.
be honest in like the decisions that get made.
Yeah.
Don't be like, that's not... Like, you... In those situations, you have to be unbiased.
Even Roy Keane, I think he's a great pundit because he doesn't care who he's talking about.
No.
That's his line. That's what he says every single time. Anyway, that was a massive tangent.
Huge.
Back to the game.
Sorry, guys.
So emotionally charged, Isak, every time he got the ball, significant boos.
Oh, yeah, it was huge.
I think we played into it a little bit. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I don't think we...
High press,
we
allowed the game to be basketball.
I think in that situation, if Iriol is like, right, play like you did last year for 10 minutes and then we'll go. Just hold the ball at the back for 10 minutes and then go like we've been practicing.
Yeah.
Because in that environment, first game back, Isaac, emotions high.
You needed to kill it.
It was just that kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But I still think I think individually we had some bad performances. But the identity I've seen, it's positive for me.
There was definitely glimpses, and I think, like I said, I was watching it with Dad, and he said multiple times of like moans and groans about some of the mistakes and things that. But he was entertained.
Literally, that's what I said.
And so much entertaining football, so much attempt, so much drive, so much really nice plays.
The difference is, this like, if Slot was manager right now, we lose that game 1-0.
Yeah, and with
70% possession.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that, like, we would have passed and for the perfect opportunity, because that's what he would like to do. Whereas at least, we drew, we played badly, but we were entertained.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like, you pay your money to watch football. You want to watch football. You
100%.
Not watch it. I think so. Let's start with the positives, and we'll talk about some of the more negatives. Even though I know you're a very anti-negative person, but positives: Xhaka and Araujo, both of them, solid.
Yeah,
basically faultless. I can't think of faults right now.
Look, that's why we bought Araujo. Have him on loan.
Yeah,
to come into a big game like that, pressure is on in a hostile environment. He made a couple big challenges. There was one of them like in our box, on the edge of our box.
Yeah, great challenge.
Great. Immediately, I was like, and then played it off as well for a counter. I was like, that's exactly what we need. That's why you're on loan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
really experienced.
Yeah, 100%.
And leadership.
Yeah,
we've spoke about many times. I was of the favour that he should have started over Xhaka. Not
we did say
against
this,
Xhaka at all.
No,
that was just that atmosphere. I don't think him starting over Xhaka stops either of the goals, though.
No,
I think they are two.
The only starting over Grav does
potentially. We'll talk about the other positive being Grav. His progressing forward with the ball was phenomenal. Like, genuinely, the amount of times he turned, the amount of times he drove and passed and attacked was incredible. He did cause both goals for them, which is a negative. But that's through trying, and that's the entertainment bit. Is he's trying? I was livid with the first one because there's such an obvious through ball to Shobo.
Yeah.
And he makes the harder pass, and they get it and break and score. And the second one, it's a bit of an attempt at a flare flick, which I don't think we should punish every player that tries to do something like that.
No,
we get punished for it.
So I think Verts gets punished a lot for losing the ball when he tries things to make something happen. I'm like, that's his job, to create. He's trying to create. It might not come off all the time.
And you're against a team that are very defensively sat at that point.
Yeah.
And he's trying to flick to make it work.
Open.
We've seen Bobby do it many times, and we love it. So I don't want to blast him for both. The first one was, I think, a poor decision. Second one, it happens. And the second one, already on a negative, even though I tried to start positively, I was screaming when it was happening. I can't remember who was breaking at the time, but the person that gets the ball first, I think it might be Alanga. He needs to be brought down.
But he couldn't have.
I don't think
if Kirkos was there.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think Shobo was booked, and Shobo should have done it.
Shobo should have, yeah.
And
I think Shobo
was
on
the
it.
first one, and then I'm pretty sure it was Grav, and I think Grav missed it. And then there was a third, and then there was a centre back, and I was like, one of you just take him to the floor. Like, literally just rugby tackling by that point. And I was screaming. Goal went in, and it was one of those where like it felt like I told you so. It was like you could just see it coming off. That had to be stopped. That was a Rodri classic.
If Mac was on the pitch, it happens.
And I literally said that. I was like, Mac's on the pitch, he breaks his legs, and that's absolutely fine. Like, at least he stopped the. It
reminds me of that. Was it the Valverde counter attack?
Yeah.
Valverde literally scissors him when he's through on goal. He's like, I'm taking a red card.
Yeah, and like, it wouldn't have been red unless he broke his legs.
No.
But Mac at 1000% brings it.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think he does later on and gets booked.
But what I don't get is, like, do you reckon the captaincy as being a vice captain has affected Shobo then? Because I'm saying Shobo from last year does that.
Do you think?
I think Shobo is aggressive, in those 50 shoulder to shoulder, and always has been. But that's the first time I'm looking, and I'm like, why haven't you done what lunge in like you do?
Yeah,
So maybe because he's vice captain, I don't know. Maybe he's overthought it. He needs to set an example or not get booked.
And he's so far out. It's one of those where you think you have the ball.
Obviously, I might be nowhere near the truth, but I just from what I'm reading,
it's an excellent finish as well. So it's one of those where in terms of an XG and not to use that, it's probably not a high one.
Yeah, it really doesn't like XG, so I will no longer comment on it.
Yeah, I rate that. I like it a lot, and I liked his reason why, which it's really cool. But yeah, anyway, back to the positives. So centre backs really, really positive. Grav going forward really positive. I think Shobo did a lot of the usual pressing legwork he does,
which people are jumping on at the moment now. By the way, in a negative way, calling it just for show,
calling busyness.
It's fake busyness kind of thing.
If it was just busyness and he had no value,
I think we said it last year as well. When
be vice captain,
even when he presses and he doesn't tackle, he causes the next tackle because the player's turned into someone. That's pressure.
That's excellent.
I thought he played
really,
all right.
especially in that second half. He was really connecting the dots and making things happen. Whether he should have been subbed or not,
he's been slated.
If it was fitness,
by the way,
which is ridiculous.
He has been absolutely slated online.
Which is absolutely ridiculous. Because people just want the GA.
100%.
They just want the GA.
They don't actually watch the game.
They don't appreciate an Iniesta anymore. Let's call it that. They don't appreciate someone that's going to pull the strings and just make things happen. And yeah, we struggled to create in the last second, but that's not all on him either. And then I think that's probably where the buck stops in terms of outward praise.
Munoz.
Oh, and then
I think Munoz did well. Kumaz did well when he came on.
Kumaz, amazing. Yeah, I really, really rate
Kumaz's work rate was class, and Munoz as well was very direct and fast. But Iriola said in his interview after, he was like, that was just the energy we were lacking, and they brought all the energy, and that's why. He was like, we can't keep this up for 90 minutes, and the players know that. So when the players come on, I just need them to bring energy, and they did.
And both of them, threats, got the penalty, pressure, shots. Kumaz just really dogged, really, really up for it, really rated that. Completely right to shout both of those out as well. My controversial take, and this isn't necessarily putting them on blast, I think we didn't lose the game. It was a good draw, which you take at St. James's Park.
We do, and it does feel like a loss because we shouldn't have even got a point.
Yeah, and they're there for the taking at this stage, which they didn't play like that for what it's worth.
That's the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
If we were at home, I think we went easy.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think our fullbacks and our wingers not let us down because that's really critical.
They did.
Harsh.
I think Frimpong had a better game than Kirkes. I think this is one of Kirkes' worst performances.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's because... I wouldn't say it's one of his worst performances as in he could have done much different. I think Elanga just had a great game and he was just too quick for him.
Threatening.
He was just too quick.
And people we signed Kirkes for pace. Yeah, he got dusted. I'm like, yeah, but he got dusted by one of the fastest wingers in the league.
Literally. That's what I mean.
They're allowed to be good as well.
But this goes back to what we've said in previous pods where it's easier to be a winger. You're trying to create, you're trying to run at someone. 5 out of defending Elanga running at you 10 times. You've got to stop him all 10 times. That isn't going to happen. He's going to get past you and create something.
And I think you said Frimpong was slightly better than Kirkes, and I probably do agree. Just
I think his was inconsistent within the game as well. Yeah. I think he'd have a really good 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, so he's got his head on. And then all of a sudden fall apart for 5 minutes. I'm like, 10 minutes. I'm like, what's going on?
To be fair, and I think in the most part, defensive positioning, Frimpong was probably fine. There wasn't too much to shout about on that left wing from memory.
No, I don't think they even went down that much.
Not much, which probably plays to why he looked more.
Well, they lost. Harvey Barnes went over there.
Yeah. My real issue with both of those fullbacks, and we have been gifted. We've been so gifted with Trent and Robbo.
No, 100%.
Is the crosses.
Yeah. One of
Frimpong's where he just passed it along the floor to.
Yeah, Kirkes he's not even bad at crossing normally though. Kirkes can put a decent cross in, and then that one where he was just too high and away from Isaac. I'm like, you just needed to put it to him.
He finishes that.
I'm
Isaac
like, oh my god,
clear chance.
Literally
the whole game.
All game.
And maybe there are things that Isaac could do more to get himself clear-cut chances.
But every time he got on the ball, he got fouled as well.
Yeah, and booed off the pitch.
Yeah.
And it would have been impossible to play that atmosphere.
He scores 2 on Saturday.
like genuinely could be truthful. But he needs the supply.
100%.
And if I just want, and like you say, Kirkus can put in a good ball. Frimpong, 0 attacking output there today, but we've seen evidence that he can
I'm
do it
surprised
as
Simi
well.
didn't come on.
I'm really surprised about that as well. Other than I made a point of I need Neon there right now, and Gideon was like, we've made our 3 instances of subs, so we couldn't.
That's interesting.
We couldn't make another sub.
Yeah.
Because maybe we do bring on Simi and Nyoni.
Yeah.
Which was a completely fair point. But if they have poor output more often than they have good output, all I want Iriola to do is put them on crossing for weeks. I want their crosses to be on Isak's head like that. And then going forward in terms of the wings, I think Rio was hung out to dry a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think... I don't think he
Hall,
was horrendous, but Lewis Hall's class. I rate him.
Starts in pretty much every single team, probably.
Yeah.
There were some that would...
The only one City.
You can
Nico.
toss it up.
If Nico's there, I'll play Nico over him.
Yeah.
But
everyone else, he could compete and win a shirt, I'd say. And Rio was just having to try and go at him. And he had Rio's number on Rio's unfavoured wing.
Yeah.
And that's where all I wanted was
them to swap
for what we are expecting from Iriola.
Yeah.
So
They did it second half though when Munoz.
Did they?
Gakpo and Munoz swapped for a bit second half.
Was that when Gakpo got his goal?
Yeah, after. It was after.
But yeah, I think a little bit of hung out to dry from Rio and like losing his best qualities while he's learning that new role.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned confidence, didn't you?
Oh, 100%.
It's like, do you think if we had that rotation, if he had those quarter of an hour, 20 minutes on the left where he could be really threatening, challenge that fullback, give them something to think about on both wings, he can gain that confidence and do even better on the right. Would you say that's fair?
I say that's fair. And I also argue the fact that why are we giving a player his preferred position over someone like... So we're giving Gakpo his preferred position over giving Rio his preferred position when Gakpo could fuck off this week.
If that's happening. If that's not happening, then maybe we're doing something different, which is fine. But Gakpo scores from the right-hand side. Like, it proves that Gakpo can do it.
Like, so in this situation, you put the more experienced player in the unfamiliar.
Yeah.
Like, you don't put the youngster in there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you want to learn it over time, teach it, whatever. But wait, St. James's Park, you put Gakpo on the right.
Absolutely.
If you're going to play them both, and then even swap them every 10 minutes, like.
And you test their new fullback that's
Yeah,
on their
100%.
debut that don't want to make a mistake at St. James's Park on his home debut.
Literally.
Let a little youngster run at him and run at him and run at him. But yeah, they in the same way.
Also,
that we said
it'd have been interested if Rio would trap back for Langer as well at times.
Yeah, it would have been. I think he did okay at that. Still not. The one thing I was.
Gakpo?
No,
that's what I'm saying, because Rio would have been on that side.
One thing I would say to you actually. I would say, because I know you're ultra pro Rio, much game time as possible, and I'm a bit more.
No, I'm not that.
No,
I'm
you said 90 minutes a week.
90 minutes a week.
Yeah, fine. So more
on average when we have 2 games a week.
More pro than me probably, in terms of time and age and things like that. For me,
I think
the one thing about Rio is, I think you lose some of what makes him special at this young age because he's not got the stamina of a Premier League winger yet.
Yeah.
And you get that through time, and I'm really happy with that. It's just that is where we're lacking a winger potentially to rotate with him.
That's what I mean. We don't have personnel right now.
Yeah.
Like, we just don't. Like, if we had Barcola and by Minter, if we got Barcola and Minter, they're both starting. Rio doesn't even start today.
Do you think?
Rio comes on 30th. Well, like 60th.
Yeah.
30 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And like, even if we had Barcola and Minter, you can imagine Isaac coming off and Barcola going up top with Rio left.
Well,
when his legs are gone.
Yeah.
While Wake-Atike's
and that's not me putting any slander on Rio, because I think he, like I say, he hung out to dry on his unfamiliar position and not given the opportunity to do what he does well. And then you're in a really tense basketball game, low stamina as a youngster. I wasn't surprised he got gassed, and I wasn't surprised he got hooked on the 60th for a rotation. Absolutely fine. But you've said this.
I don't think
Iriola wants to rotate his...
I don't... We can't call it hooked anymore.
Fine.
I don't like...
Isn't allowed.
Yeah. It's rotation, and it's rotation within a game because of energy.
Yeah.
It's not bad performance. As we said, Wirtz, he could have just been gassed.
Mm-hmm.
And he needed more energy on there because Wirtz didn't play badly, in my opinion.
No.
Could have done more, but every player could have done more.
Yeah. Penalty or no penalty? You've already said penalty.
Clear pen.
Clear penalty.
Absolute clear pen.
That only comes from pressure, which I think comes from that energy that we've spoken about, which I think Iriolo would be really happy about. Who did you think was going to step up to take it? And
I didn't have a clue.
Who did you want to step up?
I wanted Shobo to take it.
I didn't want Shobo to take it, but I was in a house of people that were slating Shobo all game, so I didn't want to add to that rap.
I've heard about this, guys. You wait.
But I didn't want Isak to take it, and I'll say that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Shobo's next, in my opinion.
The only one I was shouting about was Maka, because I know Maka scores in World Cups, and he's done it. Like, he can score a penalty.
Yeah,
but... No? Maka always puts away his penalties, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think coming into that game, I think if he started, from my point of view, you can't come on and do that.
That's okay. That's fair.
You just don't.
You're not in the flow.
No, this is what I mean. Like he didn't touch the ball as much as like. So in my opinion, I was just even Van Dijk.
And then my lack of definitely Virgil. He's probably got the best pen in the team. But
well, no, not after Shobo. Because what's up, pen, please?
It was a great pen.
One of the best pens I've ever seen.
And like, it's one of those where the keeper went, and I was like, well, it was close, but it's one of those pens you just can't save. I didn't want Isak to take it because hostile atmosphere.
If he misses, his confidence is fucked.
The headline is there.
Yeah, 100%.
The headline's written either way. And if he actively was like, I don't need it, guys. Don't give it.
Yeah, I want to know.
It's not about me.
I want to know this.
I don't need this venom against them.
It tells.
I don't care.
I want us to get a penalty on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we know who takes it at home.
Instantly, Isak just goes.
If Isak steps up to take the penalty at home to Forest, I'm like, okay, so Isak deferred it.
Yeah.
Which for me is a really mature decision.
Extremely mature. Extremely.
Logical.
Wise and like aware.
Smart, like
really aware.
Yeah.
Like really capable.
They're going to boo me louder than they're going to boo you on the ball.
It's going to mean more to them if I miss than you miss. It's going to be a bigger thing. It's going to make everyone more hyped and more happy. And even in that moment, he's an extreme professional footballer. Everyone has mental blocks, attitudes, 100%. Things goes on.
Being booed for 90 minutes, by the way.
Being booed for 90 minutes. And not having a good game, because Isak didn't.
No.
I don't think he had a good game at all. But I don't think a lot of it was down to him.
No.
Lack of service, lack of a lot of aggression against him.
Yeah, I feel like every time he got the ball anywhere on the pitch, like he was coming to get the ball and he gets fouled.
Which to all of their credit for making it happen, which we would have wanted if we were the other way around, probably. And for him to say, there is a chance I overthink this.
Yeah.
Don't.
Sure, you take it.
Don't care. Yeah, go. And I was more than happy when it wasn't here.
This is when we're chatting absolute shit. We get a penalty Saturday and Shobo steps up again. Okay, Shobo's penalty taker.
Maybe he just is the best penalty taker. I just know that Shobo's missed a couple for us, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, he does put his fucking foot through it.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's not safe.
No.
It's not a safe approach, I will say that.
I do like sometimes like, the little run and jog and you just
I'm really gutted by his free kicks as well.
Yeah,
they're not all awful. They would just clip the heads, didn't they? Not clip, but they the all jumped.
The first one, I said this at the time, I didn't want Shobo to go for goal. It wasn't perfect, and I just think everyone thought he was going to do it. So I'd almost want them to not know.
Yeah.
And not put so many bodies in the wall and think of other things. If Shobo just did like a little dink or tried something cute for the first one, so that it's no guarantee I'm going for this keeper. You have to think in other ways. So then on the next one, they have less people, and he could just
I get what you mean.
Thunder blast it into the goal. Any other really key talking points you want to talk about from the game? Is 2-2?
I think the worst bit about Shobo's game, I will say, this is me being negative, and I rate Shobo, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Was his crossing today? His corners. Maybe not corners, but there was a couple of times where it didn't even get past first man.
Corners weren't horrendous, but there was a couple of corners that weren't.
Or even crosses in general.
Crosses, yeah.
I think our crosses as a whole, as a team, were awful today.
Completely agree with that. Completely agree.
And the biggest negative for me is that if we're there, is that hole in the middle on the counter.
Right. Before we do that, we'll go immediately on to transfers now rather than as the third topic. We'll do that straight away because I think that's valid. The one thing I wanted to say, and it applies to Shobo, it applies to Virgil even, it applies to Maka when he came on, it applies to Grav at times, it applies to Isak, it applies to Kirk as Frimpong. There were so many mistakes and sloppiness at times, and I'm okay with it. And that's because of match sharpness that will come.
Oh, 100%.
And it's because you're at St. James's Park.
I was tweeting earlier.
And it's because you're in your own head.
And it's a new system.
All of these things where, okay,
It's going to take a couple months.
First game of the season, and you manage to get a point at St. James's Park, which at the start of the season, I think there's only 10 fixtures tops where you go, if we can get a point or more out of that, that's a good result. St. James's Park is one of them. I think you're away at your big five, excluding Spurs out of that.
So onto this, like the fact that we got a point away to St. James Park. I don't think the winner of the Premier League this year gets more than 90 points. Again, as in so last year Arsenal got what, 80? Was it 4? Or did we get 84 the year before? Again, I don't think it's going to be more than 90. I think it's going to be a closer year again. So a point at St. James Park, you take it right now when we're playing badly.
And it's the first game.
It's the first game. United lost to Hull 2-0, for fuck's sake.
Make sure you tune into our fantasy special because we're going to be talking about some results.
Villa lost 4-0. Like, what the fuck?
Villa lost 4-0. City were pushed to the cost.
Spurs lost 3-0.
Spurs lost 3-0 against Brentford. And then United lost 2-0 against Hull.
City, as you said, escaped.
The only convincing team were Arsenal.
Against newly promoted Coventry.
And even then, there was a spell there where Coventry were threatening.
None of their goals were good. Maybe one.
I remember him. Saka's was a tap-in.
Odegaard's was a deflected.
So lucky.
This is what I mean. The first goal.
Havertz one. I didn't see it.
I think that's the only one I didn't see as well.
Yeah. Which you get from pressure. We will accept that ourselves. You get luck from pressure, and that's kind of Arsenal's way.
Yeah.
But a slightly more drilled team, Brentford, could cause an upset.
Oh, 100%. That's what I mean. I think that's why it's going to be a closer year. I seen a Brentford fan saying that, or maybe it wasn't even a Brentford fan. It might have been. No. Who did he say? He was a fan of Wolves. He's a Wolves fan, and he thinks Brentford, there's going to be a Leicester year. It's this year again. And he thinks Brentford have the best chance to do it. So the second best team other than Chelsea not to be in European football. And that he just reckons if there's ever going to be a Leicester type of winner, it's this year.
It's a really
because everyone's rebuilding other than Arsenal.
It's really interesting, show. Really interesting. And like that is why Arsenal should walk this league.
They should.
They should be 100 points.
And if they don't, Arteta needs sacking anyway. It's a failure, in my opinion.
I mean, if they don't win it, it is a failure.
100%.
If, joking about the whole 100 point.
Imagine if they didn't get top 4.
That would be catastrophic, and that would be sackable.
It'd be hilarious.
They've
got to there.
Edward made a really good point earlier of there are 10 new managers plus 3 newly promoted teams, with one of them with a new manager. So you've got 13 teams, all with brand new system this year, all with turmoil, all with learning, and all of the transfers.
Take a couple months.
Yeah, exactly. Arsenal should walk it.
100%.
And if they don't get top 4, which is outrageous, then Arteta should be sacked.
Or do we want him to stay?
Yeah, keep him there. But joking aside, we're not going to talk about Arsenal now. We will talk about Arsenal, City, United, probably Villa because of that result, and definitely Spurs, which I was so shocked.
I was shocked about that. But then Brentford, decent.
Are going to win
Sangare.
the league. They're going to win the league.
If we had Sangare today, we would have won the game.
Do you think?
If we had him playing instead of Graf, we would have won the game.
I haven't watched enough of him, but fair. I'm not completely against it. Cool. Nothing else to talk about for Newcastle. That was good recap. So we'll go on to that transfer talk then. Just round up the transfers. So I'm actually going to read up.
We're still waiting for Barcola. So right, going to this Newcastle game actually.
Yeah.
Going back to it.
Yeah.
In regards to our transfers, if we had signed everyone we wanted to sign, we probably win this game.
List those in bullet points without caveats or anything. Just list the names.
Barcola, Mintet or Mbaye, and then maybe a 6. I don't know if we are in for, but we've let go of Jones.
Even if you're not calling it a 6, it's the person that's more defensive minded.
Yeah.
In a midfield option.
If we signed those 3 players, we win today. End of the year, if we lose by 1 point, like we have multiple times, the league, are you saying not getting Barcola and these players early enough to haggle over 10, 20 mil was worth it?
Oh, this comes back to the Guehi conversation. Do Liverpool go on a title charge last year if we get Guehi?
Yeah.
because it's a weird butterfly effect.
Yeah, literally.
It really could be. On that, so keep those names in mind. There's a tweet that Indicator did earlier. So Indicator on Twitter, very well in the know, fake KFC worker.
He's ran by 5 accounts.
Who knows what's going on?
People are saying he's Ornstein.
I mean,
because it says it's ran by 5 reporters.
Yeah.
People are saying it's journos that can't release information.
Oh, okay.
Until certain times because of embargoes.
And they don't want to
now own that account and.
Really interesting. So he said after the game, Liverpool need 2 wingers without selling Gakpo, 1 striker, 1 right back, and 1 DM. Scary it has come to this. I profusely disagree with him.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't think
Liverpool don't need 2 wingers without selling Gakpo.
No.
We need 2 wingers.
We need 2 wingers.
And if you sell Gakpo, you need a replacement.
You need another one. If we sell Gakpo, I want Minter, Mbaye, and Barcola.
Agree. Yeah, agree. Insert name here because of controversy around prices and all that stuff. But we'll talk about Minter actually in a second because I got an interesting thing for you that I saw. Striker, your point about striker's an excellent one. What did you say a minute ago?
Oh, Nunes.
No, that's not what you said. That is the answer though. But no, that is.
I said there's no point in spending money on it.
Why? Yeah, that is the point you made. So you got. What did you say about strikers? Nunes? No, stop
he's
that
for free.
Stop that reflex. So we have Isak. Ekitike's coming back. Both world-class strikers. High.
Ekitike's back on what, Jan,
Your
Feb?
point was something along the lines of, you can interrupt me when you remember it.
Dan's.
Not Dan's.
Barcola.
Also, no, not Barcola. But I mean, these were all part of the point. Yeah, but the main point was no one's going to want to come, and no one's going to be good enough. Is the word you said?
Yeah, no one's going to be good enough.
And what do you mean by that?
We are not going to go and spend 80, 90 mil on a striker again when we've got 2 above that value. Like, knowing Ekitike's coming back as well, they're not going to come to this club unless...
would they?
Literally.
And when you do have a promising, rapid Jadon Dans, because that club is unreal.
The only type of player you'd get is a 30, 40 million, but you can't expect much from him, but our fans would. It's like, for me, if you're saying we need a striker, if Dans gets injured right now, and we sell Gakpo, and we need a backup striker until Ekitike's back,
great.
Dilat.
Yeah,
he's not class. He's just a good squad player, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what you need.
Yeah, literally. And that's the type of player, but people would slate him and slate the signing, but we don't need that.
Underrated shout. And if we do it, I genuinely would be slightly excited about it. Nicholas Jackson.
Nah.
I think he
depends how much for, though. Anything more than 40 mil, no.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I'm not, yeah.
They will be quoting 60, 70.
I mean a value option. Like, if they can't sell him and we go and nab him on an opportunistic 30 million as a third striker to fill in for Ekitike. Because his stats are good.
He's all right. I just think he depends on the money.
Struggles to put the ball in the net. But
rotation
100%. And experience, like Bayern, Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's a good player. I'd take him. I'd definitely take him. But
for nothing more than 40.
It's not going to be an Isak and it's not going to be an Ekitike. And it shouldn't be because we're going to have Isak and Ekitike.
And Dans.
And
Will Wright.
And then you said about Barcola.
And Barcola can play up top, in my opinion.
If we're going to say Chiesa is potentially going to be the second striker, Barcola definitely can be the second.
But a lot better, yeah.
Exactly.
And then at what point do you just go, okay, then Verts, be false 9?
Yeah. Yeah. So then
there's other options instead of wasting our money on that position, in my opinion.
So we do not need a striker. 1 right back. Don't need it anymore.
Now we got Araujo to fill in if we need.
And Frimpong.
I know he's only played 2, but he played 2 big games though.
And the defensive side of this game today for
Frimpong's in the system a lot better.
And can be trained up.
Yeah.
So, and then 1 DM. Now, when we called this a DM, today was crying out for Neoni from a point of view of a defensive-minded ball player.
Yeah.
He is going to run a lot. He's going to
That's
progress
what
the ball.
Sangara is.
But in his head, his first thought isn't what Grav and Shobo both do at the same time. Is
run to the end of the box.
Yeah,
literally.
I'm going to sit in front. I'm going to stop the comeback. Yeah, I completely agree. We need that. We don't need a Fabinho. We don't need a destroyer. We need a smart, rapid, ground covering.
I know half of our...
midfielder.
So there's been like reports saying we aren't going down that route. It really doesn't need a 6 for his system. Evidently, we need something in there because on the counter attack we are too open right now.
And maybe that's just the press, but until the press is right,
Yeah.
we're not going to just
Until the press is right, play a Rojo right back. Don't use Frimpong as an attacking right back and have him cover the centre. Instead of, if you're having both midfielders go, have your right back invert. And then let Kirkes go, if you know what I mean.
And that's actually a point that Dad made, was because that was sort of happening.
Was it?
No, not today. As in previously, which you pointed at. And his question was sort of why it wasn't happening today. And I think today they were pinned by Elanga and Barnes.
Yeah.
So there's zero chance of them covering that space, and that's something we need to figure out. If they're going to just shove wingers on and solve off the issue of how we cover that ground is by having someone invert, I'll just ping a winger on that right wing, and then Kirkes is never coming in. Then we need to figure out a way to fix it.
Yeah.
Which, if a rotational, we don't need both of our central midfield players crashing the box at the same time.
No.
Train them to cover.
It's like it's basic football as well. Like, I know it's probably not Irio's tactics and stuff, but like, if I used to play midfield in the middle, one person goes, the other sits.
Yeah.
One person goes, the other sits.
It should be
like,
it really
it's
should.
just.
So to round off Indy's tweet, then Liverpool need 2 wingers and another if they sell Gakpo, not without selling Gakpo. They do not need a striker, and unless if there's a opportunistic one to go and get, they do not need a right back again, unless if there's an opportunistic one. But I don't think we need it. And yes, we do need a DM. So
I think we need, like, we got rid of Jones. We need another body in there.
Yeah, exactly. So we need a central midfielder that's defensive minded. So a DM, sure. So how has it come to this, or scary it's come to this? What, we need 3 players that we're actively trying to buy?
Yeah.
No, it's not come to anything.
The only one we don't know is midfield. But also, I will say that no journos know what's going on with Liverpool this year, other than Fab.
Correct. And only
Munoz, Arojo
only
came.
done.
Yeah, literally.
Not leaked.
Everyone was saying that's because obviously Ornstein used to report for us. Edward Wood's gone, and everyone was like, not Edward Woods, Michael Edwards. Michael Edwards is gone, and everyone was saying that was his link to us.
Oh, really? Sorry.
James just knocked us.
So yeah. So would you be happy about? And I think you already have said yes. Barcola comes in. One of Minter and Mbaye comes in.
Yep.
And we get.
If Gakpo goes, another one.
I saw a tweet before this actually of and then agreed. Gakpo goes, we get another one. The tweet before this was whoever Real Madrid's owner is. Apparently,
Perez.
Yeah, United and Liverpool are making a lot of moves that are unexpected for
Players.
them. Yeah.
Apparently, Endrick was one.
Toward Madrid.
Did you see the Endrick one? Apparently, we asked for a loan.
I was really hoping it was Camavinga.
Option to buy.
I don't want it.
That's the striker that they're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
For rotation.
I don't want it. I mean,
I don't.
You take it because of the body and the ability, but I just don't like the player.
It's just Madrid, isn't
tried
it?
to kill
It's just Madrid.
Kanai.
But yeah, I'd take Tuchmeni or Camavinga. Give us one of them.
The one thing I did want to say, just before we move on, is the Minter one of how high that value is.
Yeah.
So bid 60 mil, rejected 70 mil, injured into October. Less worried about that if it can guarantee you an excellent player in the
next
market.
6 years, like, yeah.
Someone did a tweet of, we bought Mane for however much it was, 35, 45 mil, something like that, and asked Grok to scale it with inflation and with the
I've
market.
seen that.
And they're like, it's between 65 and 70 mil. And I know that's just Grok saying it, but
That is
Mint is
the
not going
inflation.
to be as good as Mane. And Mane was a gold.
Yeah.
What's it called? I was going to say a golden egg, but
Diamond in the rough.
diamond in the rough. Exactly. He was a really edge case. But if he's anything near what we need in this market, that's okay. It's not my money. If they can,
That's the point.
I's.
And I think, yet again, going back to leaving business till this time, we might have been able to get him cheaper before Roger sold.
Yeah.
Before the price of everyone was like, if you go do your business at the start of the market, you might not be able to haggle over price.
Don't get inflated as bad
But
as this.
no one's set the bar. If we went to PSG and bought Barcola straight away, offered 120 and they took it, fine. But they've seen Anderson go for 120. They've seen Rodgers go for around that. Like, they're like, fuck that. We got a back-to-back UCL winner right now.
We potentially get Barcola for 90 and Mbaye for 30.
Yeah.
And,
they had
and Minter for 50.
Mbaye's such a weird one because they had 35 agreed.
70,
Like, that's mental just because. And people were saying, Brentford got Sangare for 40. everyone was like, if you think Sangare would have come to Liverpool for 40, you're absolutely out of your mind.
30%.
It's mad, isn't it? The premium that
It is.
like
And this is what the likes of United have been
Fleeced for.
doing. Yeah, exactly. And we need to try and break it.
Yeah.
Which is why I had such a rant last week about us getting fleeced by PSG. But
that only happens if you do it early in the window. You can do it now.
No, exactly.
And we need them, so we need to pay.
Moving on.
Yep.
Captains have been chosen. A really quick point. So happy with the choices? I'll listen first actually. So obviously Virgil. Then you've got vice captains of, and he said it in this order, which I found really interesting, of Gomez, Ali, Shobo. But Ali will never have
The armband.
captain armband, which I don't think's is logical as to why.
So Gomez vice captain ahead of him.
I think so. In the words was used, yeah.
Interesting.
But that doesn't mean hierarchical. I don't know what the hierarchy is. Maybe
Well, Gomez ain't going to really play. So.
Exactly. I really like that Gomez has been appreciated for long-standing culture, leadership.
If anything, it, in my opinion, is similar to Andy Robertson last year, where you make one of the vice captains someone that's going to play every league and FA Cup game, which Gomez could easily do.
Hopefully, he probably play
if he's
one
fit.
And get injured for the 6 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think he does have his own way of leadership as well.
Oh, 100%.
And like I say, the culture. He is the embodiment of Liverpool throughout the years. He understands.
He's
all
been
of the
under everyone,
nuances,
yeah.
Exactly. Ali, I really appreciate him giving Ali a vice captaincy because I think Ali is one of the ones that.
And it also makes sense, by the way,
Go on.
why he will never be captain on the pitch.
Oh yeah, can you explain that? Because I half understood, but not fully.
So basically, he was saying that, like, edge of the opposition penalty area, say the ref needs to speak to the captains, Ali's got to run all the way up there and then run all the way back. He's like, there's just no point.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason, basically.
Yeah.
He's like, there's no point if the ref wants a quick word to get Ali all the way out to speak to the captain for him to run all the way back and whatever.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
And yeah, I do agree with that as well.
Ali will understand that. He'll just appreciate being the captain, probably.
Exactly. And then on the training pitch, it's really important, I think.
Yeah.
And like for the players to look to, who to talk to, all those sort of things, and the appreciation. The man management, which we said we lacked so much last year, that's an excellent bit of man management for a senior player, for Gomez and Ali to be like, we appreciate you and we appreciate what you bring to this team. Don't think it's not lost on us. And then Shobo.
I've seen so many things, by the way,
One final bit. Shobo is the next vice captain, who was always touted to be.
Yeah.
And he is the vice captain pick versus the senior leadership.
Oh, well, all three of the others could go next year.
Exactly.
Technically.
Yeah. Carry on.
So I've seen things differentiating between Slot and Irola being told and released or whatever. So one is obviously training is so much for a higher volume, as in more intense.
Yeah, something to do with what was the Slot one? The Slot one was
come in,
really
don't do anything for 2
slow
hours
to not have your peak intensity, so that you're having peak intensity for the game.
Yeah.
And then,
but another one was apparently Irola has a lot less. Doesn't call them to the office much. Apparently, Slot had everyone in the office all the time talking and stuff. Irola does it occasionally, but is very concise. Apparently, what he wants and what the conversation is. And then another thing is he won't often do. So today,
it's really surprising me.
So today he might not have done after team talk. He waits till tomorrow morning, where his emotions aren't there.
That's also really interesting. I want to know.
But I don't. He probably says a couple words.
Yeah, of course he does.
But in depth, he's probably not.
He's probably like, got the draw, go home, rest up, talk tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for getting the draw. Something like that. Like, show appreciation.
Probably show appreciation to a player or two, maybe.
Yeah.
And then
we're not deep diving this.
Yeah.
Really interesting that Slot used to talk to everyone. Because we all
like bring him into the office.
Poor man management. And maybe that in its way is poor man management.
Yeah.
But
no, but apparently it was like long, like that's I think
yeah.
the gist of it. Like, so the players probably got bored.
Bored, confused.
Yeah.
Like not clear where they were, where they left.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting. Just on that fitness point, just while I remember it as well, I saw a resurfacing of how Klopp used to train, where it was like 90 to 100% intensity in training, so that when you got to match the game, you played it 80%, but your 80% was higher than everyone else's 100%. I'm like, there's so much logic in that.
100%.
like so much.
Makes so much
Rate
sense.
so highly. Obviously we've got a bunch of injuries, but by the by.
Yeah, and I think so. Irilo's made comments on our fitness. I think everyone knows that by now.
Yeah,
but
of course they do. Anything else about the captain and the leadership though? Because I
think it's
like the
good.
picks. I agree with them.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they need to step up in their own way
Yeah.
and manage it in their own way. By the sounds of what you're saying about how Iriola manages, that's a lot of responsibility in a good way on those four being in the dressing room after the game and doing that talk and being
Yeah,
like,
that's probably what it is.
take responsibility for you guys, like keep your heads
Yeah.
up. It's not bad, it's good, blah blah blah. Also,
Obviously, it's good all be ball.
hold each other to account, but also praise each other and
Yeah.
keep each other up as well. And then if he's not doing all of the pulling to the offices in your changing room, in your trainings and stuff, have words. Which I much prefer that ethos, to be honest.
Also, this is going to be going off a tangent. I was just looking at your top. We might be getting a Prime next year.
Oh, is that announced? Is it?
It's not announced, but I think we'll get a new sponsor next year.
I mean, if it can afford a
What?
Barcola and buy,
So, like, that's worth 50 mil.
just Stand and Charter.
Yeah.
Want my T-shirt?
Yeah. But the sponsor's worth 50 mil. But because City are sponsored by their own people as well that are invested, they have 100 mil. So we could have like 100 mil just because it's from our investors kind of thing. That's how they've done it.
That Coutinho
Actually-
money is stretching.
That reminds me. There's going to be a documentary next year, isn't there?
What?
United on Amazon Prime.
What, are they doing it now? That first game's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny.
And by the time it comes out on Prime, Liverpool might be owned by Jeff Bezos.
Owned by Jeff Bezos and have won the league. It'd be insane. Yeah, no, that's crazy. And yeah, it's the way football's going though, isn't it? Anything else?
No.
So quick preview of the Forest game, just to have a quick chat what we think. Well, like we say, we'll do our own individual one. But home at Forest,
Yeah.
completely different game.
Yeah, I think we won.
Forest lost to Leeds, who we have touted as almost a dark horse this year.
Yeah.
It was only 1-0 from a really good free kick, so that doesn't sort of tell the story of the game, as it were. Another new manager, and by looks of things, stat-wise, Forest had a good share. They had a good effort. So they're going to have their threats.
Yeah, but I think the reason the Leeds will do well is just because of Calvert-Lewin and not technically the style of football, if you know what I mean. Like, they will just get the 1-0s. Like, this is what they will do all year kind of thing. It's not because they're going to blow people away. They will get the 1-0s, the 2-1s with like a header from Calvert-Lewin in the last minute, like those kind of goals and those kind of games. So yeah, we should win
They play,
at home.
They play a 3-4-3. I don't think they'll do that against us at home. If they do, and we're at it, at the races, and Isak is firing.
Barcola could be there Friday as well, Saturday.
Exactly. We could tear them apart.
I reckon we
With
could.
wingers in behind, making Aino and Nico Williams think backwards. And the second you do that, that nullifies a lot of their threat going forwards, I think. Sangare could be a big player in this game, from what you've said.
I'm talking about a different Sangare, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Brentford.
There's two Sangares? Mad. Anyway, it'll be an interesting game. And it was the... What's it called? The banana peel last year, wasn't it? Forest. Last couple of seasons, they've really held us. I think we do it. I think we do well.
I think Anderson will be a big miss for him.
Yeah, agreed. Just in terms of ball retention, ball control,
Yeah.
flow, things like that. I see their centre-backs as really high calibre, but in a bully way,
Yeah.
which I think if we have Rio turning them inside out,
Yeah.
and you have Kumos, and we're going to get a
I
penalty
think we'll get the win.
penalty from
I said
Munoz
this
every
about
single
Newcastle,
game.
but Newcastle's actually a hard game.
You said 4-0.
I did say 4-0. I was being very
my
optimistic.
3-1 was on for the when we got the equaliser, and then we just lost it straight.
I think if it was at home, it would have been 4-0.
Well, we'll see. We've done it to Newcastle before. It's no
But yeah, I'm going to go 3-1.
against Forest.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for just a lovely 2-0. Like, really comfortable 2-0. It's going to be easy. Like, walk in the park, high possession, high shots on target, 2 goals.
Gibbs White will just get a goal somehow.
See, I said this about Newcastle and they obviously got their goals. I said Alanga as well, annoyingly. I should have put a bet on it. But yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, look out on socials for our actual previews of that, because we'll do some mini shorts on that as well. Moment of the week to round off.
Chevo's pen.
Show his pen, just
unreal.
excellent. I'm going to the grit to get the draw and break the hearts at St. James's Park again in the 96th minute, I think it was. Really liked it. And then
They must be getting so fed up.
And actually, back to back, yeah, definitely.
Be getting so
They're like, finally, we're going to beat them. No, there's a penalty. Back to back, Xhaka and Araujo, excellent performances actually. For them. Anything to add?
Nope.
Thanks again for listening to the Brothers in Red podcast. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on any and all channels that you consume your content. Share it with any other Liverpool or football podcast listeners, because people will enjoy listening to chat absolute crap and zero bias on this podcast.
Oh yeah, no bias at all.
But yeah, until
What
next
are you
time,
talking
which
about?
I think will be Friday morning for our fantasy special. Which special shout out to Dad, rock bottom of our fantasy league, over 100
At
people. At the moment, he does have one more player to play, and he's only sat on 10 points. Not saying anything. But yeah, some interesting takes there. So if you're interested in our takes on United, City, Spurs, Arsenal, make sure you tune in for that one Friday morning. We'll record it on Thursday. And if you are in our league, if you're a high performer or a low performer, yes, that's you, Dad, you'll be getting a shout out. So you'll never walk alone. I've been James.
I've been Ben.
And see you directly.
See you directly.